7, number 28, Jordan Finney-Smith. At forward, 6'7", number 44, Boyan Bogdanovic. At guard, 6'1", number 17, Dennis Schroeder. Guard, 6'3", number 24, Cam Thomas. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton.
Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Now, New York starting 5. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Here's Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Brunson against Schroeder. Pass to Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic on the wing. Here's Claxton over Brunson. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Bogdanovic.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Thomas outside. Takes it inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. 4-point game. Pulls up. Bridges misses. Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. Thomas with the ball. Bogdanovic on the wing. Back to Thomas. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
And both free throws good for Thomas. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. And he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Schroeder. Back to Claxton. Outside Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Hart. And now the Knicks on the break. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Schroeder passes to Bogdanovich. Thomas with the ball. Now here's Schroeder. Finney-Smith inside. He's covered by Hart. Second chance shot. And no problem from Finney-Smith as he finishes at the rim.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Hart. Knocks down the long J.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down a three.
Pass to Claxton. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And here's the fast break. Here's McBride. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Johnson passes to Simmons. Floats one. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
A nice shot by McBride.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Simmons with it. And McBride picks him up defensively. Here's Bogdanovich. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Got it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front, up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Simmons joined in the backcourt by Thomas. Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Robinson. Following the bucket by the Nets. Yep, that one's good. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Outside, Finney-Smith. Back to Simmons. The rebound by Shamet.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And there it is for him.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Clowney. Up and in on the layup.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
The Nets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Finney-Smith passes to Thomas. Here's Clowney. McBride covers. Johnson inside. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Back to Simmons. Here's Clowney. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Shamet. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
Pass to Thomas. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Thomas has got 8 points.
And not really played as a playmaker. Cam Johnson with the smart play, just giving it up.
Outside Robinson. And here's Brunson from the arc. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Free throw good. Thomas for Brooklyn. And Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. Bogdanovich comes in for Johnson. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Simmons. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Achua. And Anunoby, he's checked in for Shamet. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Claxton. Outside Schroeder. Here's Bogdanovich. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Schroeder. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Nets lead by 6.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Schroeder. Outside Finney-Smith. And here's Schroeder. McBride covers. Bogdanovich passes to Claxton. From deep three-point land. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 4. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And they're pushing it up for the finish. And Claxton throws it down.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Towns down low. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. No luck on that one. And so it's Brooklyn leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. Coach, I saw you getting into your team. What's been the problem?
We're playing a low-energy game. We got to get into the ball. Our ball pressure has to be a lot better. Got to challenge shots, and we're playing low energy on offense.
Energy goes a long way. Good luck getting that up in the second half.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Brooklyn leading by 6. And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. To the wing on the left. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Schroeder. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Knicks trail by 11. Towns outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas outside. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Bridges. From deep. Drops in the 3.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Brooklyn leading by 8, with Brunson being undersized. He has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Bridges against Thomas. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Brunson. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Left side, Bogdanovich. Pass to Schroeder. Claxton down low. Towns on him. Claxton passes to Bogdanovich. Inside. Here's Hart. And it's New York scoring again.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
The Nets with a lead. To the inside. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Right side, Anunoby. Back to Hart from deep three-point land. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Schroeder. Now here's Claxton. Brunson defending. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. He's off on the first. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Finney Smith. Williams comes in for Thomas. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Schroeder. That one's no good. Knicks trail by 8. From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Cloudy, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Noah Clowney.
Nets leading by 8. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovich. Simmons against Payne.
Mitchell Robinson. First personal foul. Team seconds.
And he can't get the first one. Shamet, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Knicks trail by 8. Here's McBride. Hits the trifecta. McBride's got 7 points in the game.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Johnson. Towns against Bogdanovich. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And the Knicks making a change here.
Solid as they come from the line, Bogdanovich getting there has to give the confidence of the team a little boost.
Here's Nadia, defended by Bogdanovich.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Pass to Williams. Simmons with it. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Simmons. Lets the three fly. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Simmons joined in the backcourt by Thomas. Trendon Watford is out there with Johnson. And it's Clowney in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Brunson misses. Nets leading by 8. Outside Johnson. Thomas outside. Here he goes. Soft touch off the glass. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Clowney pulls it in. Well, Brooklyn's shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Over Brunson. Again, the Nets score.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Johnson. Back to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Robinson. Good on the baseline J.
Robinson stretching his limits on that play from the mid-range.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Thomas passes to Simmons. Back to Thomas. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. Finney-Smith comes in for Watford. Bogdanovich has checked in for Johnson. And it's Schroeder in for Ben Simmons. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Toppin. OG Anunoby's checked in for Payne. And it's Bridges in for McBride. That one falls.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Bridges finds Anunoby. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Stolen by Anunoby. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Thomas outside. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. .116 left to play in the fourth quarter. Brunson against Schroeder. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
People talk about 3-and-D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Nets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
New York with the ball, trailing by 10, and he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Demonstration of how tough Hart is, willing to accept contact and really work through it.
free throw, no good.
It's so crucial for Hart to get to the line, establish some confidence. He's solid from there. I think it sometimes gets his perimeter game going.
Second personal foul. Team seconds.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's off as well, so he misses both. New York with the ball. 8-point game. And the basket by Bridges. .29 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Cash! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Three-pointer, Bridges. And nails the tray.
And by maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
From the arc, he connects.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Cam Thomas.